Hey guys, welcome to the garage.
What's up, Daniel?
We got all the usual suspects here. We got Rick, we got Tracy, we got Gina, we got Mike, and whoever else pops in. So
we got the Corona.
Mike's got the Corona.
Go. Oh, look, it blacks out too when you
got
do
the
that.
Smirnoff.
Mike, you got a Corona? Aww.
Hey, did you guys notice that? It covered. Yeah, Gina's doesn't do it, but when you guys got your filters on, it doesn't show the name, so it's like a real commercial.
Yeah, it's like blacked out or
yeah.
Out.
I think it's the light.
Buzzed out. Yeah.
I think it's because he's already got. If he put it in front of his face, like Tracy,
yeah, you could read it.
Probably.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah,
there you go.
It's a ghost bottle.
It's
That's
ghosting.
why people do this, like
Tracy, do them things get you messed up? Like if you're at a kegger? Yeah. How many
What
can
is
you
it
pull down?
anyways?
It looks like a seltzer.
Yeah, you know what it is actually. I'm a little hard up.
What's the alcohol in it?
0.1.
It's in there somewhere. Let me get my glasses.
nothing says party like getting our readers on.
I'll tell you. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You adapt.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm channeling Dr. Charles right now. Well, let's see how much alcohol's in it. Alcohol by volume, 4.5.
Holy shit.
The seltzers do him pretty decent.
Slug about 18 of them.
Yeah, the irony was I had beer in the car because I meet with one of my trail run groups like on a Tuesday morning. This is like almost scandalous. And by 11:30, we actually crack open, a bottle. But I haven't been able to get with the group lately, so I took the beverages out of the car, and they're actually in my offsite storage. So, things are a little bit askew.
Well, you're strategically placing your alcohol for future use.
Yeah, so you tailgate, you pop everything open, and everybody sort of has something. But I'm a little bit messed up with scheduling, so that's my story on that.
I just got an alert that Max is on Magnum right now.
Oh wow!
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
So I'll have to watch it later.
Oh, you mean the show has already been?
It must be airing right now.
Oh shoot! I didn't set up a recording. Does it start at 8?
I'm not sure.
I'll have to look for it.
Is this a new show?
It's Magnum PI.
Yeah. Tom Selleck.
There's a new one?
Yeah. Yeah, it don't have Tom Selleck in it.
Oh, really?
Not anymore.
He's busy blue blooding right now.
Yeah, that show's been on a long time.
He's so freaking handsome.
I don't think he could fit in that Ferrari anymore.
Yeah, he's turned big. He's a big guy.
Man,
Yeah.
I know, but even like in his bigness, he's like still looks so distinguished and like massive.
See, when I hear Magnum PI, I think of Chevy Chase.
Really?
What?
And Vacation. And he's yelling at John Candy, this is a Magnum PI. That's a BB gun.
Once again,
He
no
shoots
one
him in the
gets
ass.
Man,
Right.
that's
I
amazing.
agree with your wife, Tracy.
That's your knowledge. That is super. I'm that's
Phone a
impressive.
friend, call Rick.
What's that?
When in doubt and you don't know stupid trivia, call you, Rickster.
Stupid
That's exactly
trivia.
right.
Oh, that was a kick in the head.
She's right.
I can't help it. We're in love.
Hey, get it straight. It's not stupid. It's useless.
Oh, that's
Useless,
even
yeah.
worse. Oh, man.
Ouch.
That hurt.
That's a
Leave it
compliment.
to Mike and the
That's-
troublemaker
That's
to
a
come in
dull
with
butter
the-
knife.
That was
the
Dan.
antics. Oh.
It's
Wow.
true though.
Where's Rondell at? Why aren't you chiming in,
He's
Rondell?
white. He's
This
over
is
there.
on. We're recording.
He's drinking his beer.
Oh.
I'm a troublemaker? Is that what she said?
Well, no, you're the whiner.
Wow.
Whiny ass.
No
We
warm
love
up.
that wine.
No warm up. Just
Oh,
start
this is
right
gonna
off, right?
this is gonna be a brutal 3 hours.
No warm ups, man. Just Straight punches.
Well, you
Oh,
came on
man.
complaining about beep, beep.
This
Well,
is
it's
why
like
we
the-
stay home.
It's almost as bad as the Oscar slap.
Yeah, right.
I feel
How
like
many-
we're
how
all a
many
little
pe-
punchy.
Let's see how many people out in TV land that watch this who thinks it was fake and who thinks it was real.
Okay, just out of us, who thinks it was fake?
No,
I don't think it was fake.
Neither do I.
no,
That was
no
definitely
fake.
Did
real.
everybody see it, either live or on a recording?
I just saw the recording.
Recording.
I seen a guy on YouTube did like a what is that with the Kennedy assassination? Brazook.
The
Oh, the
Zapruder
Zapruder film?
What
Zapruder?
is, yeah,
He
what
did
is
like
that?
a Zapruder film.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, they did one of those where it was like really slow, and then they show him going ah.
Are you telling me there was a second slapper?
Right? Yeah, yeah. There
There
was.
had to have been a second slapper.
There was no way he could have been that close and did that that much damage. So there had to have been somebody else doing it.
Backstage still slapping him.
Right.
It's amazing that like Chris Rock took it and then kept going with the regular program.
Well, you know what?
Well, he's a
What a
professional.
professional.
Yeah.
And I've worked with him. And when I worked with him on Fargo, it was cool because in a way it was not cool because it would have been fun to be around him as the comedian. But he had the role in Fargo. It was a very serious role. There was no comedy to it. And then he was like deadpan serious during the whole scene as Lloyd Cannon. And it was just interesting to work with him, period. But it was also interesting to work with him in that context.
So what Fargo was that a series made about the movie Fargo?
It's what they do with each season. They tell a complete story. The concept is that basically it's set up where it's influenced by the movie Fargo, the Coen brothers script. It has those elements to it,
Right.
but each season they tell a unique story. So season 4 is based in 1950 Kansas City, and it tells the story of, different mob organizations, different families vying for control of Kansas City's, market, world market. So that's that story.
Is it based on fact or some of it?
No, it's really fictional. So what they did is they had an Irish mafia family, the Milligan. I was supposed to play a role in it, but it conflicted with the trial of Chicago 7. So I basically had to go to the casting agent and say, hey, look, I got double booked. And it would have been cool to work on both because the scenes that the Milligans were in were really cool. But I didn't make it. And then they had the Italian family, and then there was the African American family, organization, and they were all vying for control. So that's the story. It turned out pretty cool. Unfortunately, it got truncated. Like the last 2 episodes really didn't come off, I thought, as well as they could have. But because of the pandemic, they just, like the storyline that I was in as a Fargo, North Dakota-based gangster, we were supposed to do a bunch of stuff leading up to the finale, and they basically cut us out. So the scene that I had with the gun exchange, the deal, that was supposed to lead up into some more activity, but unfortunately that all got basically scrapped.
Interesting.
So you're no Michael J. Fox, huh? You can't do 2 big things at once.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, I was kind of begging, like, is there a way we can do this? Could I somehow just get on set at one and then somehow scramble to the other? But they just said no.
Did you guys ever hear that story about that?
No.
He was doing Family Ties, right? Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, because he was getting popular with movies, obviously, with Back to the Future.
And well, no, that's the thing. He was offered Back to the Future, but it was going to conflict with Family Ties. So
Is that when he went away to college?
that's what's it?
Is that when he went away to college on the show?
Oh, I'm not. No, well, he was filming both at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But they would. If you know, I don't know if you ever noticed, but a lot of the filming on Back to the Future was at night. So
Right.
he would film all day, Family Ties, and then at night they were holding all his scenes for night. So then he would go there to film that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's incredible.
They actually had another guy cast for that part, and I can't think of his name.
Oh, wow.
He's a super.
Wasn't it Godfrey?
No,
Gilbert?
no. The guy that I'll think of his name.
Was he a Brat Pack? One of those guys?
He wasn't.
Okay.
He's pretty popular though. He had reddish hair, dark red hair. He was in Pulp Fiction. He played like
Eric
a
Stoltz.
hippie guy, huh? Yeah, Eric Stoltz.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Stoltz
Yeah,
was
sure.
actually.
Sure.
They started filming with Eric Stoltz.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
Huh.
Never knew
they
that.
didn't like what was going on with it, and they said no, we're they basically fired him, and they said Mike, we'll let you do it, and we'll work around your schedule because we really want you instead.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox had a certain what's the word? I lost it.
He's got a really likability that Eric Stoltz
that's where I was
don't.
Yeah,
going.
he has a good demeanor.
Wholesome,
Right.
like a wholesome image.
Right, Eric Stoltz is a really good actor, but he don't have the likability
More
that
edgy.
Michael J. Fox does.
Yeah, Stoltz was more like an edgy kind of guy, a little bit
especially
of
with-
an outsider type.
But with Back to the Future, just the idea of like looking up to the guy and stuff like that is how Michael J. Fox is good. Like, like, wow, I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm saying? He has that way about him, like Tracy said, like you could see him be the kid next door, like looking up to the guy and, wanting to make it happen. So
The first Back to the Future was really special. I honestly, the sequels,
not so much.
did not have the
they
magic.
were okay, but they weren't the first.
They were okay. That was
know
about
what?
it.
Very few sequels are good.
Yeah.
The one exception I could think of was Godfather 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good exception.
Well, that's like all the Star Wars ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you guys Star Wars fans?
I'm not.
I've seen a lot of
If
them.
it's on, I'll watch
I
it.
wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I've seen a lot of them.
I saw the first one. I never really got it.
It's funny, like the next generation of people, like my son, loves all those.
Oh, I know.
And, he
It's
could tell
amazing.
you, but that's not even his generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And he knows everything about them. So, yeah, kind of interesting how things like that.
I think that's great. It just, like I say, it's something that, maybe it just hit at a certain point where I just didn't relate to it well.
Well, I know, and then they did like prequels, and then the stories were before this time, and everything is like they did it like this and like that, and they still follow it. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I have friends, friends that are similar in age that really love Star Wars, and I'm just kind of like,
My brother liked it. He had all the figures. I think he probably still has all the figures.
Yeah.
Oh, my cousin Patrick's got all those. He's got half a garage full of the spaceships and characters, and they're still in the boxes.
What's interesting about Star Wars was that was all that was already written, and they decided to film 4, 5, and 6 before they did 1, 2, and 3. Did you know that?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
If you look
Maybe
at
that's why the
that was the
sequence
original
screwed up.
decision.
huh?
I wonder why that became the original.
You know what?
decision.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
That's George Lucas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm also I'm very anti-sequel where you go to watch a film and then automatically it doesn't have an ending because it's already a sequel on the way. Yeah, I struggle with that.
No, I mean, I don't mind providing the storyline is finished. But to leave it in the middle of a storyline, I'm not into that at all.
Because wasn't the original Star Wars basically a cliffhanger? I mean, I could be wrong.
I think every one of the episodes, you know, pretty much finished their storyline, but then they got into another one which they didn't finish because then it ended up going to the next one.
Is that to say that they're like chapters to the story?
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I think there was the original one was I can't remember the name, but it was like chapter 4, then chapter 5, and then chapter 6.
Did it say that at the beginning?
It did, but it had a name like Return of the Jedi chapter 4 or whatever it was.
Did it literally say chapter 4?
It did. It had like the V1 or IV.
Yeah, and Roman numerals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there's like the Harry Potter movies and stuff too, you know.
No, I never got into that.
Well, yeah.
I've seen.
Well, what was a good? Well, think about what was another good sequel though, like The Godfather. What other ones are there?
How about? Are you guys into The Matrix?
No, that was too far fetched.
What movie? What did I miss?
We're talking about what other
Matrix?
sequels are there that are good besides The Godfather?
Oh, what did someone say that you said it's too far fetched?
The Matrix.
Oh, Matrix is pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about the sequel. The first,
okay.
You know what? The first one's so out there though.
Yeah.
That it's like it's kind of hard to gather all that information at once, compute all that. But
so take it in.
Yeah, but it's kind of a cool concept. You know, being that you know the people don't even realize that they're not even like really moving around. Just their mind is moving around, and their body is the energy that's basically fueling the rich people's economy.
Right.
So it's a weird concept.
Yeah.
But everybody that's like laying down and will get all these probes on them thinks that they are living a normal life. Which it seems strange. It seems strange, but when you think about what they could do with drugs and stuff and put you into these I don't know how to explain it. They can make you imagine things that are
self-inflicted euphoria.
Yeah, right. But that's kind of what it is. It's a whole and it's not really a city. I can't remember what it is. Like a civilization of real people, and then they have all these people that are basically just generators.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is a heavy concept.
Now what's heavier is what if we're going through that right now?
I mean, that's one of those, if you're smoking pot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're thinking like,
you get all like, whoa, man, it just blew my fucking mind.
That's like what's his name?
Self-inflicted euphoria.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I used to do that every Saturday back in the day.
Can that be done with a keg?
Oh, hell yeah.
Remember
Tracy, we'll get you there at the kegger party, man. You'll be talking to God.
Remember Donald Sutherland in Animal House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about
the professor?
Yeah. He was the professor and he was talking to Pinto and he was saying about, so what you're saying is that like a whole thing could be just in my fingernail?
Yeah.
No, but when I watch that, I always think that then I'm like, you're looking up and you're like, are we just like some molecule? Somebody's,
Yeah.
So
But you know what's good? What's good about that? You know, that whole concept is, going back to what the whole Will Smith thing is. Men in Black,
Oh yeah.
the original Men
Now
in
those
Black.
sequels,
That
those
was
were
a
good.
sequel, right?
Those were good. Yeah, I liked them.
Yeah, I think the sequels were real good too, though.
I
yeah.
remember there was a whole universe in the dog's little ball.
Yeah.
What ball?
Not
what was
his
that?
gonads, his around his neck.
What was the name of the galaxy?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, Orion.
Far, far away.
Oh yeah, I think you're right actually.
Orion, yeah. Another
Or
good
they-
sequel was Grown Ups.
I never seen that. What the
Oh
sequel?
God,
That
that's
was a
funny.
good movie. That was fun.
The original
it's-
one was really good.
Yeah, the sequel's real good too.
Oh, I can think of a sequel that's like a sequel of all sequels. Is the Chevy Chase franchise with the Vacations.
Oh yeah.
Was European the second?
Was it Christmas Vacation? I think, wasn't it?
Christmas and then Vegas and then European.
Christmas.
So there were 4 of them.
Yeah. Well, the first two. Well, the first one was awesome.
Yeah.
The Christmas Vacation is like might
That's a
even
classic.
be better than the first one.
I got to watch that every Christmas Eve.
Was that the sequel?
Yeah. Christmas Vacation was a sequel.
Oh, then that counts as a
He worked real hard on it, Grandma. Yeah, so the washing machine.
yeah.
Oh, Clark.
Clark.
Yeah.
Well, that shows our intelligence level.
Oh, and the neighbors in that one too. Julia Louise Dreyfus and
Oh yeah.
Todd and what's her name? Margot.
Yeah.
Well, what about the first one, where they're visiting
Eddie,
cousin Eddie? Yeah,
cousin Eddie.
And then the daughter says, the daughter of Eddie says, "Well, I French kiss."
Yeah.
My dad says I'm the best.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Bet you
Damn,
could
it's
use
your
a cold
favorite
one,
part?
Clark. Hands him a half drink beer. Real tomato ketchup. Oh my God, there's so many lines. And Edna too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Clark, say a prayer.
You told me that you love me. You cast your heart to die. But I found out, baby.